just a big get in your face, push everywhere, and try and out aim you team. I think it's not really going to hurt them that much, but I do feel that Armada now has a much better shot with Warpath coming off the bench to try and out aim them.
Right, I completely agree. And knife round underway. This new automated knife round. It's fancy.
And good sportsmanship here from Perfectionvore, telling the other team thank you for waiting on them, even though they could have forced the issue there. But like gentlemen and scholars they are, they waited, and Armada actually takes the knife round. So let's see what they're going to go with here.
That'll be interesting. I think they would want to, yeah, as I say, they would want to start on
They're
CT.
just gonna stay, yep.
Yeah, get that out of the way early, you know, stick to their own just standard, basic, vanilla Counter-Strike, work off of each other, you know, put the onus on Perfectionvore that is now working with a new fifth. You know, T-side is the difficult side of this map, the side where I think really will separate the two teams. And I think by forcing Perfectionvore to play on the terrorist side right off the bat when they're already not exactly comfortable and playing with you know, a fifth player that they weren't exactly ready to play with, I think is the intelligent decision.
And we are finally underway, guys. This is Armada versus Perfectionvore. They are going to be going live right now in your CEVO Season 5 Pro Placement Tournament. Both of these teams ready to rock and roll. They're both 1-1 currently, so this will set one team to 2-1. The other team will go to 1-2. And we're about to go live here quickly before we get underway. What is your safety net on T side round-wise?
I think if Perfectionvore can lock up 6 rounds on their T side, they'll at least have a case to beat Armada when they switch over.
And already the talk has begun between the teams, but we are underway. Round 1, pistol incoming. It looks like P4 is doing something a little bit out of character here. Vico with a very nice headshot up on Samrock, working their way up Banana, and they're just going to play off that pick and roll, leaving one back in the middle to try and lock that down, and they are going to be able to storm their way into the B bomb site right now. Doom on the flank, though. Ooh, Vaddy shooting very well. 2 headshots for him to get the 2K onto the round. Now we have Doom in Reds 1. They're going to have to try in 2 versus 4 retake the B bomb site here on the pistol round. And this is going to be very, very helpful for Perfectionvore, being able to take this first round and give themselves a little bit of lead moving in. They're trying to push Body's got the 3K. Body with the 4K. All headshots on the pistol round. Pretty good stuff there from Body.
Absolutely. That round they did exactly what they needed to do to separate themselves from Armada. Vico opening it with a sick headshot on Banana. And then from there, they were able to just steamroll and get their bodies into the site and close the distance between them and the Armada players. That's the exact strategy that they need to have if they want to go forth and win this game. And the scoreboard is a little messed up. Is it messed up for you too?
I'm not seeing it messed up at all. It seems to be okay, but we're going to see our Armada push down Banana. It's going to work out well for them, only losing 1 player, but they're going to take down 3 of the Perfectionvore players, and this looks like it might be a successful eco. It's early in the round still, 1 minute and 17 seconds left here. They are rocking CZ75s. No armor. Body's right there in the way. Can he get the kill off? And he does. Takes down Doom. Not before he took a bunch of damage, though. He's down to 29 now, and Warpath is going to be the first one to peek out onto Banana. He's going to be trying to work that Galil, and he makes it happen for himself. Gets that headshot there. He's got 1 more player to contend with on each side of him. One's going to be alt mid. Warpath is not going to... And he does look there, actually. Gets dinked, though, down to 1 HP. Samrock is down to 10 himself. Here comes the rotate towards A, as the bomb's going to go down here. 1 versus 2 situation with a CZ. How do you give this one?
With 10 HP, I don't think Samrock can lock this one up, especially against the rifles that he has to go against, but he just did a ton of damage to Vadi, so now 1 hit apiece. He could very easily do this if he just puts together the shots. Vadi evading well, not letting him close the distance with that CZ. And after Armada just, you know, put that pinch down on Banana and basically locked down control of it and gave themselves the man advantage, Perfectionvore did a good job of slowing down the pace of the round and forcing Armada players to reveal themselves and basically set up a good 1v1s for themselves for them to reclaim the round. And then that final 2v2 was really well played, so I'll give Perfectionvore credit for that. I need to retry real quick. My scoreboard is showing messed up scores for everybody.
Okay. So now we're into round 3 here. Let's see if Armada is able to actually make this eco happen. Not looking like it's going to go down. Vico and Edwin team up on the banana to shut down that push. Now there's going to be a 2 more players CT push coming down mid. They're going to be fighting there with CZs. Not able to do anything. They do get 1 player down. Actually, that was Vadi who killed his own teammate Kinky. 2K for Edwin, 2K for Vico. And we are out of the eco rounds now. This is going to be the first all-important buy round here. Let's see if Perfectionvore keeps it going or if Armada is able to shut this down on a buy. And are you back in?
Yes, I am back in. As you said, this is Armada's a chance to shut down Perfectionvore, and they need to. They got caught off guard with the pistol rounds pretty handily. Honestly, that shot by Vico has still stuck out of my mind as a really good shot. They just need to play their own vanilla Counter-Strike. Well, they need to set up their crossfires effectively, not overextend a little bit. Because if they do overextend and try to take a slightly greedy peek, you can be sure that Perfectionvore is going to be there waiting with an AK on the other side.
Round number 4 underway. As we said, this was the all-important buy round. And what's interesting that we're seeing here is Perfectionvore is not playing like normal Perfectionvore. Normally we see them pushing very, very hard, not really trying to run off a pick and roll here. They're all kind of stacked up at the bottom of banana. It looks like it's going to be a full commit to banana, but they're still playing a little bit slower. They're not just trying to barge their way in. They're letting things develop a little bit longer, waiting to see if they can get a little bit of a push, try and catch somebody out of position, and get themselves a free bit in the bomb site. And here it comes, the push into the bomb site. Let's see trades go in favor of Perfectionvore, who actually get 2-0 on that trade. No trade at all there. 2 kills down. Now we have Samrock, Doom, and Romulus trying to rotate. One is already on top of the construction. That's going to be Doom. He's in there. Romulus is really close, and Samrock all there through CT, and they're all committing to construction. They're going to meet Edwin. Edwin takes down one before he gets traded out. So now it's going to be a 2 versus 4 retake, and it's going to be a tough one for Armada here. In position is Perfectionvore, and there goes Romulus, and Samrock is the last one left, gets one, and then Vadi is able to take him down. So Pvore perfect so far.
I'm really impressed with Perfectionvore thus far, using their shooting so well, but really they're just executing the exact game plan that they needed to win. That round when they went into the B bomb site, they really didn't support themselves with nades or just an organized setup of nades to go in. They just waited until Armada burned a few nades, and they were just like, all right, we're just going to get in your face with rifles, we'll throw our nades as we go, and we'll try to make it work. And Vico opening up the round with a few good picks on the players that were rushing down banana. Still, though, not overextending. Even though they got those 2 picks, they are all still grouped up and, not extending too far away from each other, so they can always trade off frags.
Vico with both kills on the round. That's going to be a peek out for him. Was not ready for Doom to be on the peak, and that was interesting there. I feel like I just watched Samrock shoot his teammate in the face.
Yeah,
oh, Doom in a good position. Grabs one, Samrock grabs another, then Doom gets traded down. So now we only have 1 CT left alive. It's 1 versus 2. Samrock does have a gun. I do believe he's just going to go for the save on this one. Save that AK going into the next round. They will be on a bye coming up, but Doom with the 2K, Vico with the 2K, and that is going to be a 5th round for Pvore.
The B bomb site is the exact bomb site that they need to keep working if they want to keep this game plan going. There are a bunch of nooks and crannies in the B bomb site that you can hide behind, but really it's one of the more standard sites, or is one of the sites that has a bunch of really standard setups that they can prey upon if they just get up there and in the faces of the Armada players. So I like that they're continuing to put the pressure on the B bomb site, and they haven't left the A bomb site completely alone. They had Warpath, who was working in the mid and A area while they were executing B, but really they know where their bread and butter is.
Definitely, that B take is working out for them. This is going to be round number 6. Armada back onto a bye. They definitely want to stop the bleeding here and shut down Perfectionvore and get on a roll of their own. Try and collect as many rounds as they can on CT side, because right now, in my mind, 5 rounds on T is pretty dang good, and that's pretty decent here. You have a lot of rounds to work with to try and grab a few more.
Definitely, yeah. I said 6 was their safety net. If they can win the first 6 rounds right off the bat, I don't think they're going to need much of a safety net moving forward.
First pick down. Edwin takes down the guy. That's on Banana. Quickly traded out. That's going to be Reds 1, who's able to get him down. So now on to a 4 versus 4. No player advantage currently, but Armada is looking to try and keep this as close as they can. And it looks like Perfectionvore is going to switch this over and try and work over into an A strat, as they were slightly committed to mid and Banana early in the round. And here they go. Looks like smokes and flashes. Counters, actually, and the big rotate over there. 3 players at A already trying to stuff this A take. And do you think it's an over-rotate already?
I mean, based on the fact that we can see Perfectionvore is lined up on A, I definitely have to say no. Doom is pushed down all the way Banana, so they know they're not at car, and by process of elimination, they have to be grouped up at A. So smart rotate by them. Let's see if the extra man will pay off.
Trades happening now. It's going to be a 2 versus 3. 2 versus 2 now, as Vadi evens it up. Now Vadi makes it a 2 versus 1. Doom, last player left alive. He is going to be working the op, trying to get over there. Vadi throwing everything in that direction, just shutting down Doom right now. And Doom's going to peek out through the smoke. Vico is going to see him. Vadi and Vico left alive. Doom has just got to stay tight. Doom is getting a little wide, and he does. Vadi is able to pick him up. That is going to be a 3K for Vadi, and that is going to be 6-0 in favor of Perfectionvore.
Doom had an op in his hands while he was rotating over. I'm surprised he didn't try to swap it out for an AK or an M4 that was on the ground beside him. But either way, it didn't really matter. Perfectionvore did not give him an opening there, as they used that smoke really effectively to set up that impromptu crossfire when they knew where Doom was coming from. Perfectionvore is playing really well thus far, and I thought that Armada is just vanilla Counter-Strike, just quintessential Counter-Strike skill would hold them down on CT side, but thus far, just the overwhelming pressure of Perfectionvore has been too much.
Yes, the aim is insane right now. Players that we don't normally see top fragging from Perfectionvore are shutting it down. Vadi is absolutely terrorizing right now. I do believe, what is he, 10-1, 12-1, something like that, going into round 7 already?
Yeah, 11-1.
11-1 currently. So they have a commanding lead now, 6-0. T-side Inferno. This is getting dangerous here for Armada. They really need to pick this up and not lose any more of these rounds. And they're in an interesting position there. Samrock, Warpath actually peaks that spot. That is pretty nuts. I don't think I've ever seen anybody actually peak that spot up there. But Warpath peaks it, and it pays off for him. He's able to get that shot down, and now they have the man advantage. It's going to be 5 versus 4. Vadi trying to make something happen against Romulus now. And it's going to be tight. Looks like they're committing once again to A. Smokes over the pit, and they're going to shut that down. They're going to come for the push here. Vadi looking to try and get another kill. Not able to. Romulus a little bit quicker with the FAMAS. Edwin pushing towards site. That's going to be bombed down in A now, but it's going to be a 3 versus 3. Vico's very low. Vico is actually down, and look at that cleanup there between Warpath and Kinky. It's once again going to be a 2 versus 1. That's going to be Reds 1 trying to get over there and retake in a 1v2.
This is going to be a tough 1v2 to win, but his main... Oh, now that he made a step, not so much. I was going to say his main advantage is that the terrorists don't know which direction he was coming from. Played it a little bit too loose there with the elephant footing around by the Moto area. Pretty much just kind of ran to his own death and is now forcing Armada to save. You pointed out before that Warpath. I wasn't exactly looking at Warpath. Did Warpath peek up above the porch onto that little roof thing?
No, it was actually that jump boost that you have to make onto, like, to the left of it, that little handrail thing up there.
Oh, yeah? Oh, okay,
yeah,
that's
the jump
crazy.
boost.
To
Yeah.
his credit, though, Samrock was actually on that same exact platform or in that area beforehand, the round before, and it did make a lot of noise as he was falling off and falling back. So I guess he assumed that it would be a repeated strat, and he assumed right this time.
No, just a smart heads-up play there from Warpath to secure his team a bit into the A bomb site. Perfectionvore now has 7-0, commanding lead here against Armada, and I don't think anybody would have thought it was going to go this way early in this game so far. 7-0, Armada struggling early. As you can see here, their buys are off. They only have FAMASes, well, excuse me, there's 2 silenced M4s and 3 FAMASes. Doom doesn't even have head armor. Only rocking that body armor. Not really going to do much, though, against that AK. That headshot comes quick, and you will just be done. And it looks like they're going to wrap their way back to the banana. So 3 players committing to the B. 1 player is going to be lurking out in the mid on the preventative. Nope, he's going to be going way back. He's going to commit with his team. They're going to try and take this 4 men. And here comes the push. 1 trade down. Reds 1 doing very well with the FAMAS. Teammate jumps up. That is the guy. Now they're going to try and shut this down. 1 player left to beat. That's close. That's going to be Vadi, and they get him. Vadi is down after he gets 1 kill. So finally Armada picks up around there. And it's almost to the point where it might be too little too late for Armada.
Yeah, especially if Perfectionvore can reclaim the momentum that they had just a round previously. That round went more like I thought a lot of them would for Armada. That round, Perfectionvore tried to get into the site, the B site specifically, with not a lot of organization, kind of just flashing their way in, trying to get in the faces of the players, and the positioning from Red specifically. Just shut down the rush as it was happening. The Perfectionvore never really got a good grip on that B take. So if Armada can keep that up, which I thought they would be able to from an earlier, just right off the bat, then I think they might have a chance of bringing that back. And whether or not they can win the half, at this point it would be pretty tough to win 7 more rounds straight. They can make it close again.
Round 9 underway here. Vadi trying to make something happen out in the mid. Took a little bit of damage there from the grenade. That was actually 25 damage that he took. And they definitely have a big advantage here. They have a lot of rounds to play with. They definitely don't want to lose anymore. CEVO wants to take this to CT side with as many rounds as they can possibly grab for themselves to make it that much easier to try and shut this down. And Armada now has to play Trauma Surgeon to try and stop the hemorrhaging here and come up with whatever they can. Preferably Armada is going for that 8-7 swing here, but that's going to be tough, especially with how well Perfectionvore is playing, and it looks like they're going to go back to a set A strat. Here comes the counters, though, from Armada. That's 1. Doom still rocking that FAMAS. It's paying off for him, and the counter flashes are very, very good here at A this round. It looks like they know what CEVO is trying to set up here. Looks like they go for the same thing almost every time on their A take, and CEVO or Armada is pretty much ready for it. Doom with the 2K now. Doom with the 3. He's going to try and get the 4th win. No, that is going to be the guy who takes him down, and Vico is right there. The guy ends up jumping, spins around, gets the final kill. 2-7 in favor of CEVO.
Yeah, that round, even weirdly enough, Edwin only had a CZ in his hands to start the take. That's pretty disadvantageous, and a lot of it came down to the fact that even the rounds that Armada was losing, they were, for the most part, pretty tight rounds, either 1v1s or 2v2s or something in that neighborhood. So they were doing damage to Perfectionvore's economy, even though they weren't winning. And the fact that they were able to string 2 wins together right there, when they needed, the guy knows he's about to get pressured. Perfectionvore coming in hot at B.
Throws the smoke to cut off their reinforcements. Not able to connect with his shots, though. Did a lot of damage. If he can just pull this down, trying to go for another one, and that is going to be Reds 1, who does a ton of damage there for his team. And what is happening over here at A? Are they stuck on each other?
I was wondering that, because they don't seem to be moving. If you switch to Romulus's perspective, it seems very apparent that they are stuck on each other.
They are stuck.
Vico now in a one-on-one with Duke, I guess.
We are into a 1-versus-1 battle here. All up to Vico and or Doom, and it looks like committing to the kill. Oh, just kill the teammate. I should have waited a second. No reason. Oh, that is going to be hurtful, especially when your team is just barely working back your economy, and Samrock very low now. Has to try and win this round for his team.
How did that happen? Do you know how that happened?
I have no idea how that would get stuck like that.
Yeah, I can't even come up with, like, sometimes with, like, maybe, like, on Nuke with, like, the squeaky doors, weird things can happen, but that was just a standard boost. I don't really know how that happened. That was bizarre, but, a good round win for Armada. They shut it down independently of that weird, I don't even know what to call it. That was unlike anything I've ever seen before. This round comes up on Perfectionvore and the big green on Edwin. I wonder what he can do with that, see if he can put that to use. Does hit Doom, but doesn't kill him, so Doom is going to fall back.
This is going to be round number 11. Armada and Perfectionvore. Armada's on 3-round streak here, and CEVO went 7 unanswered rounds before Armada finally grabbed one, and the rotate is going to be coming back to the banana area here, and it looks, yeah, they're going to be going banana. They're going to try and commit to this here. Bomb really late in mid, though, and they're going to grab one kill. They're going to try and go for the second. Warpath grabs both. That's the guy in Reds one. He takes down right there after Vadi got traded out, and so now he's going to try and rotate. Here comes the counter rotate from your CT team. Doom is going to be already there. Vico spraying through the smoke, trying to get an early kill through the smoke. It's not going to happen. Doom playing very well here. Let's see if Doom can grab it. No, not able to. Warpath actually with the 4K on the round. Can he get the 5? Not able to, as Edwin takes the last kill. So that's 8-3 in favor of CEVO.
It seems like every time Armada wins a site hold at B, it's whenever they're playing their passive setup. They had Reds play either in the fountain or behind one of the boxes, and had the guy play on the CT side, and that's where they've had the bulk of their success. Every time they try to push up and contest on car is when they get picked, and when Perfectionvore just overwhelms them with the pressure and ends up just, you know, steamrolling right through them. So I'd like to see them play that more passive setup, you know, right off the bat. This round they threw a little bit of nades, or a few nades down banana just to stir up the pot a little bit, and then smartly went back into their passive setup. This is where they've had the most success.
Definitely. Round 12 is getting underway here, and early pick goes to Armada, who once again back into that trauma surgeon mode, trying to stop the hemorrhaging here. They have the man advantage now, so this would be a round that they like to try and shut this down. It's going to hurt CEVO's economy just a little bit if they lose another one after that big buy there. Given they didn't lose that many players on the round, early take over there at B helped them out quite a bit. And they're going to commit to A once again. Slow rotate here from Reds 1. Always kind of seems like he's the last guy to leave, and he's committing just in case there's a fake. Doesn't like the fakes happening. Action all at A, and they are going to be up around truck side and arch side. So let's see that nade. Oh, nice nade there from Edwin, taking down Romulus in a common spot there in the pit. They're going to get another pick, and they might be trying to wrap here. Nope, they're just going to go into A, take A down. Warpath doing so very well right now with the 2K. That's going to be a bomb plant. Reds 1, last one left alive. Gonna save over there in B and just hold on to that FAMAS.
Yeah, their economy is not in great shape right now. Reds with $0 himself, Romulus matching him with $0. They're going to need to hold on to that FAMAS pretty badly. I wonder if, who is that, number 9, Kinky, hunting for Reds, and they're about to cross paths right now, and oh my god. Kinky comes out on top. Just he was slow peeking literally everything, and obviously that was the smartest one he could have slow peeked, and just peeked at the perfect spot at the perfect time. Perfectionvore picking up the 9th round, not allowing Armada to save, just really keeping the pressure up. Armada just has no room to breathe. Every time they give up an area of the map, just like they gave up mid a little bit on A, Perfectionvore is right up there, and they're willing to get right up in your face with their rifles.
Round 13 getting underway. It's going to be a push down banana. Can they grab any kills? They get Vico. Kinky and Edwin are down there waiting, and that nade is just the pure touchdown. That is going to be the guy. Vadi's going to be pushing in. Vadi grabs one, not able to get the second. Warpath coming quickly. Beats the CZ75 from Samrock that just took down his teammate, and CEVO has secured 10 rounds on T side. This is getting to the point where it's a little bit insurmountable for Armada to try and come back from this on their own T side.
Absolutely. I'm pretty shocked by this. I mean, you know, everyone who heard our pregame, you know, guesses, you know, I'd say our predictions, would know that we predicted that Armada would come out on top on this game. I think they thought that they'd be able to out-aim and outshoot Perfectionvore a lot more easily than they have been thus far, but I wouldn't count Armada out yet, especially on their T side. They're a very strategical team, as we saw against Area 51. They're a team that tends to have a deep playbook of strats on, you know, I assume all maps. So even if they do get out of this with, you know, maybe 10-5, you know, that's not great, but you know, they should be able to work off of it and come back and just kind of play their own game. But thus far, Perfectionvore is really unrelenting with the pressure. They don't want the 10-5. They want the 12-3.
Reds 1 is able to pick up Vico. They're trying to go for the 2K, not able to grab Warpath. Warpath is playing like I've never seen him play before. This is insane. This whole team, Perfectionvore, There must be something in the water where they live, because they have stepped it up immensely since the last time I've watched them, which was the Area 51 game. Well, I didn't get to watch it, but doing well now. Edwin takes down Romulus, so now we only have the guy left alive, and Edwin, Kinky, gonna try and do that 2 versus 1 hold here and try and shut this down. This is gonna be for their 11th round, which is, man, that's hurtful if you're Armada right now. Edwin right there in the smoke. Can he see him? Yes, he does. The guy still running and jumping. Not able to collect the headshot there on Kinky, and that is going to be 11 rounds for P-Vor.
It's just getting crazier and crazier. Armada doesn't have a ton of money in the bank, but it is the last round, so they're going to have to commit. The guy starting the trend early, buying an M4 with no armor. Doom following it up with FAMAS and body armor, but no head armor. So their buys are kind of all over the place. Samrock doesn't have a gun at all. Reds has a shotgun, Mag 7 to be more specific. Broken buy all over the place. Perfectionvore has to make sure that they don't really fall into any of the traps with that CZ or with that shotgun. It would be really unfortunate to put their back against the shotgun or accidentally walk by the guy with the shotgun and let him pick up 2 or 3 frags for nothing. But so far so good as Vadi takes down Doom.
First kill is going to go in favor of Perfectionvore. Last round of first half. And it's looking pretty rough here for Armada. Not even going to try and sugarcoat it. Perfectionvore with 11 rounds on T side. Vadi just jumping away from Romulus, who finally captures him at the end of that warpath. Is going to be ready for him, though, as he made his way into the window room. Now the guy is right there. The guy's going to try and fight him. Catches him with a grenade out and evens it up. 3 versus 3 here. But the T's are committing back over to the B bomb site.
Oh, that shotgun is so close.
Oh man, this is going to be ridiculous. If Reds 1 is able to make this happen, the bait from Samrock, and they peek him and collect both kills. Kinky got both of those, but your number 2 player of the guy is over there at the other side of the site. Edwin in a nice position to not get hit from that. And taking the shots. Oh, you can't collect it. The guy was not able to shut that down, and Perfectionvore takes first half 12-3. That's rough, man.
That is pretty rough. I mean, I didn't see that coming. Hey, you didn't see that coming, clearly.
Definitely
I thought
not.
I mean, our prediction, which we actually ended up having the same prediction, or you kind of said mine and stole mine from me, was going to be 16-10 Armada. Genuinely impressed with how Perfectionvore is playing. Really, they're not playing any differently than I thought they would. They're just executing it to a T. They haven't really had any grand set pieces that involve, teams, flashes, and smokes. They're just putting themselves in positions where they're going to flash themselves in it and just put the rifle pressure on. And it's been working. I mean, 12-3 on T-side Inferno, I'd say it's working pretty well.
Yeah, it's working out. First round of second half is underway here. Armada has to play amazing Counter-Strike to stay alive in this and collect this win. Otherwise, Perfectionvore, if they take this first round, that might just seal the deal on Armada and let the win go to Perfectionvore, which they definitely don't want to be in that situation. And Armada already throwing it backwards. There's 4 players over at A. They didn't really pull a rotate because 4 were already near A. They're going to commit here. Vico is going to be the close one. They hear the silent shot. Are they going to collect him? Yes, Vico gets collected. Bomb plant going to be going down in the B bomb site. So man advantage goes to Armada. The start of second half. And Kinky with an amazing shot. Quickly gets traded out by a nice one from Res 1. Doom taking down Edwin. And now we have Warpath fighting with Vadi. Trying to get some kills here. Vadi's going to be coming up on the flank. Let's go over to Vadi's perspective if he's able to grab some of this. Oh, trying to fight Samrock here. It's going to be 2 versus 2. No, 1 versus 3 now. And Vadi in a bad spot in the water. Romulus is right in front of him. Can he collect any of these kills? Not able to get them. Samrock finally takes, Romulus actually snagged that kill. So that is going to be 12-4 in favor of Perfectionvore.
That round, Perfectionvore, as you pointed out, had that pretty gutsy A stack by sticking 4 players at A and 1 at B. And honestly, I kind of like that play. There's a 50-50 chance of which side they're going to go to. You rarely are you going to see a team split on pistol round just because you want to have all your players there. You want to have the most trading possibilities. Possible. So I like that they took a gamble. Unfortunately for them, they gambled, at the wrong site. But I like where their head is at. If I were Armada, I would be playing it as slowly as they are right now. I think that's really smart. Perfectionvore's style has been in your face, using their flashes and their guns to get in your face. And, with the CZ as it is right now, I'd say that's a very Perfectionvore-sided gun. So I'm glad that Armada is, playing slowly, not letting themselves get CZ. But I'm also surprised that Perfectionvore isn't pushing the envelope more and trying to get in the face of Armada.
Yeah, playing abnormally slow here. Normally they're just all over it, just coming out guns blazing, but they're not tonight, which is very different, as I stated earlier. Normally Perfectionvore very, very aggressive here. Finally a peek from Pvor, checking down. That's going to be Kinky, who's not able to collect that, but does get a good read on what is going on with the terrorists. Now they're going to be getting flanked from behind. And all over that was Edwin, but Doom, with the gun advantage, is able to take him down. So Vico's stuck on the banana very low. Can't get Romulus before he gets shot through the wooden box that was on the car. And that is going to be a bomb plant in the B site. It's going to be a 2 versus 4 retake here. Perfectionvore rocking a CZ and a picked up a Galil. So Warpath does have a gun and has a chance here. But this is going to be a lot harder. Actually, nope, going for the save.
Yeah, I think that's the smart play. Vaddy, unfortunately, was not able to get a gun out of the hands of Armada. But, a 2v4 is hard enough, especially with the firepower difference that there is. So I think it's also smart that he's going to save and, not give that extra $300 to the other team. Just because, why not? He's never going to win that 1v4. Throwing himself to his own death really doesn't help him. It doesn't help his team. It's just not worth it. So smart save by both of them. I wonder if they're going to buy up or do anything crazy around that Galil or just try to supplement it with some CZ pressure. Yeah, it looks like that's what they're going to do. CZs, 5.7s, a P250 on Vico, and the Galil on Warpath. I wouldn't be surprised if this round they turn up that pressure and try to put a pinch on Banana. But no, wrong again. They're
going to be
stacking.
A.
Yeah, 4 towards A.
So early peek in the mid to try and see if they can get a gauge on what is going to be happening over in the A bomb site. And Armada wisely playing back here, expecting for the normal Pvor aggressiveness, playing back and just waiting to see if they get some early picks. Taking a page out of the Armada playbook here is going to be Pvor. That was, who was that? Vico and Vadi, actually, trying to stack on each other's head. Luckily, they didn't get stuck on each other like what happened to Armada. That would have been bad news.
That would have been awesome.
That would have been
awesome for us, bad news for them.
Never want to find a non-fun glitch like that when you're in the middle of a pro placement match. The exact wrong place to figure out that you can get stuck on that. But Armada did do that. Vico behind the wall on Tennis goes down, and then his teammate Vaddy does also. So that is going to be a clear bomb site A. Only Doom down, so Kinky and Warpath. The gun is still on Warpath. Kinky goes down, so now Warpath by himself has to try and make it happen with this Galil. At this point, you need to commit to this. No reason to try and save this. Your team will be buying next round.
Definitely. So far, playing it slow was going to be the right strategy, but the guy not wasting any time, running through his own smoke. He doesn't care, and will pick up that very quick, 3v1 round for his team, and now guns up for both teams, 6-12 in favor of Perfectionvore. Man, it's just... I keep wondering to myself, is it just too insurmountable? But Armada is,
They're fighting back.
Right, I feel like T-side is where Armada would flourish, strategically working off of each other and setting each other up for plays. So far, so good. I mean, the pistol round and follow-up rounds have been pretty, Armada-centric. They did what they had to do, and they did it with pretty much ease. They weren't really under much pressure during those pistol rounds. I really thought Perfectionvore would turn up the pressure a little more on CT side. And keep that strategy going. Even with guns, they're not interested in pushing the envelope. I'd like to see them do that a little bit. And wow, that was a good shot by Edwin. I don't know if you saw that. But I thought that was going to hit the wall, but it didn't. Edwin picking up a really, really slick kill in the A apartments with an AWP.
Let's see, back into it. Round at 19 now, and as you can see here, Armada is just going to be stacked up over there in mid and boiler room. Actually, here comes their set piece into the A bomb site, and it looks like that's going to be a wrap. No, interesting smokes. No, it's just going to set them up to do a two-prong attack here on A. Doesn't work out initially as Vadi is able to take down Samrock. They're going to be pushing the site. Kinky is all over it, trying to spray through that box to get those kills. Vadi finally grabs him, though, and Romulus is going to be the last one left alive. Trades out Edwin, and then he gets traded himself by Vadi. And that is going to be a 3K for Vadi, who's doing so good right now. 20 and 12. Warpath also 20 and 11 on the scoreboard.
When players just go off like that, especially for a team like Perfectionvore that is just so shooting focused, I mean, there's really sometimes just not a lot you can do about it. I mean, the player is just clicking right now. It's working for him, and you know, Perfectionvore is a team that I feel like they find that they kind of click often. It seems like so far from everything I've seen, you know, unfortunately I didn't get to watch that Area 51 versus Perfectionvore game, but everything previously to that, I've never seen the game not click for them. So, you know, I guess I shouldn't be surprised that this is happening. But against a team as good as Armada, you know, I didn't think they'd be able to do it so easily.
Round 20 going right now. And the guy's trying to work those apartments as best as he can. He's going to be your late player. He's going to be the one over at A trying to catch a rotate on the hard lurk. And Edwin was all over him, though, inside. And look at that flash from Vadi. Going to go for the peek. Nope, going to commit back to B, where he knows there is a lot of terrorist activity right now. Teammates are calling it. Bomb is on screen now. Let's see if Vico is able to shut this down. Reds 1 is right there. And he sees his head through the smoke. Gets the final shot off, and that's going to be a 2K for Vico, a 2K for Warpath, and Pvor is only 1 round away from securing the guaranteed tie.
Right there, Vico actually saw the shadow of the player just before he jumped up onto those spindles. Weirdly enough, you can still sometimes see shadows in smoke, which seems like a glitch. I mean, I know everyone complains that smokes are super broken already, but that seems like just another way that they're broken that people don't really often talk about. And here we'll see Edwin just popping the tiniest sliver, the tiniest angle, and so far he's 2 for 2 with hitting those super tight angle op shots that have been, you know, just starting the round off with Perfectionvore. If he can hit another one, which unfortunately he can't, he will be forced back. They'll be setting themselves up well, and man, he just does not slow down.
Let's see what's going to happen here. Only one player left alive. That is going to be Doom. Doom is going to be fighting for his life here, trying to keep his team alive in this, and that is going to be a secured overtime / tie there for Perfectionvore, locking up their 15th round. Armada only with 6, and this is a bad spot to be in if you're Armada. If you are
Definitely.
Armata, excuse me, that came out jumbled.
Yeah. You know, Perfectionvore had that big sigh of relief when they got that 15th round. I mean, I always say that winning the 15th round is almost always harder than winning the 16th round, just because you have that weight off your shoulders. You're like, all right, no matter what, we didn't lose. And the fact that the score is, you know, as far apart as it is, with the wow, nice shot by Romulus, with the 15-6 score line, I think that's only setting up Perfectionvore for, you know, the easy victory. I think they're going to be able to start taking risks that normally would be, you know, not necessarily advisable, but you know, they have such a big round cushion, and you know, eventually one of those risks will pay off. So why not start taking the risks?
Yeah, definitely at this point, with this many rounds in your favor, go for it. Armada's going for that set piece A, and they're going to commit to it. They have the one-man advantage. Edwin went down early, so this should be a round they can take here. But Kinky's going to do all he can to shut that down. He's going to grab one. That is the guy who goes down. Now the terrorist is going to be pushing the site. Kinky grabs another one. Reds 1 is going to try and get in there and help. One player left in the pit. That's going to be Vadi, who plays it slow, takes down Reds 1. Now only 2 terrorists left alive. They're both going to push Vadi, and Vadi is going to finally fall victim at the end of that. Now we have Romulus down to 5 HP here, and Samrock with 91. It's going to be a 2 versus 2 battle. This is for all the marbles. This is to try and stay alive in this. Armada really needs this round right now. They get the bomb down, which is going to help put a time limit on Pvor. Pvor Warpath is able to grab Samrock. Only 1 player left alive. Low HP, and Vico collects it. So let's take a peek at scoreboard as Perfectionvore